What's up, guys? Welcome back. Kelly with Droid Life. We're taking a look at the Samsung Galaxy Gear. This is their first smartwatch and one of the first big companies to enter this arena. So this is the white model. There's also going to be black and orange and probably a couple of different colors. You're going to have to ignore this sort of metal attachment on the bottom here. The watch is definitely not that thick. You can see they've attached this on there for security reasons. So just look at the white. So the watch is actually not as big as I thought it was going to be. So there's some different views of it. It's actually not a bad looking little guy. It's definitely still big. It is a smartwatch after all. It's not going to be dainty. So what you're looking at is a power switch here. You've got I believe almost a 2 megapixel camera there on the back. Though it's not working right now, it says it doesn't work while it's charging, so you can't do that there. You've got multiple watch faces you can do. You sort of jump through the UI by just gesturing left and right with your finger, like you would expect on a smartwatch. If you ever want to get back anywhere, you actually swipe down from the top. That will always get you back from wherever you are. So let's say I'm in the gallery. You can actually look at photos in here and swipe around. Now to go back, you just swipe down, it takes you back one screen. So swipe down again, it takes you back here. So that's how you navigate it. A swipe up doesn't do anything from what I can tell. Although it did say connection lost there, so that could have been something. You can look at contacts in here. You can initiate calls. You can use S-Voice to create memos and reminders. So I'm not going to try that. It's way too loud in here. You can load up apps on this thing, and most of the apps, or at least I believe the press release actually says all of the apps found in the Samsung App Store will work on here. You can see patterns on here. There's some running apps. Let's see what else we have on here. I'm sorry, that's Path, not Patterns. Patterns, a wallpaper app. Obviously, S-Voice is a big thing. Any of these sort of white outlined apps are Samsung native apps. There was a camera app. There is a dialer. So chat on, obviously. Gallery, I showed you guys, call logs and stuff like that. Pocket natively built in, it looks like. So again, you sort of just scroll through. It's got pedometer settings. You can control your music. Again, Bluetooth. Actually, I didn't say this, but it connects to Bluetooth to your device. Just Samsung device, as far as I'm aware of. Although I would imagine they would have to roll that out to other devices. If we go and look at the clock, this is where you can change sort of clock faces. So they've got your analog and digital ones. There's clocks that show your meetings coming up. There's ones that'll show your pedometer steps. Those must be shortcuts to S-Voice and camera. You can do one with the weather, and let's actually look at that one. You can also go into display. Oops. There's Bluetooth. You can actually go into display, and you can actually change the background color. So I have it sort of this color, but you can actually go with something bright, change the screen timeout, all sorts of settings. It's actually a pretty advanced smartwatch. But anyways, here is that new clock where I changed to the weather. So you can actually tap on the weather. It'll give you this beautiful sort of, I believe it's AccuWeather settings. If you tap on that again, it'll actually take you into a forecast, so you can check out multiple days of weather. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. I believe it's a 1.63 or so inch Super AMOLED display. I believe it's Super AMOLED. You got a battery that could last up to 25 hours, though I don't know that I personally believe that will be the case. It's like just under 400 milliamp hour battery. Looking at an 800 megahertz processor, I believe 4 gig of internal storage, 512 megabytes of RAM. And yeah, this is the Galaxy Gear. Obviously, we need to spend a lot of time with this bad boy to fully dive into it. I wish I could have tested the camera, but again, it won't work while it's charged. So here's sort of a tour. There's the class. Again, this is the white version. There are orange and black versions on this table, but this is the one I've got. So anyway, this has just been obviously there's an accelerometer, so anytime you turn it, it's actually pretty sensitive too. It will switch to whichever way you're going. So anyways, quick look, Galaxy Gear, lots more coming. We're Droid Life. Peace.